Scenes from round one for the women's here at the Oi Rio Women's Pro presented by Corona. We're into round number 2 featuring Tatiana Weston-Webb and Laura Enever. We have a matchup here, goofy foot versus regular foot in Tatiana Weston-Webb. Right foot forward, goofy foot. Here she is, Tati. Bounces into that double up, comes off the bottom, squares off the top. Can she hang on? And unfortunately, looked like she was on her way to a dynamic maneuver, but unable to ride out, goes incomplete for her start. Priority shifts to Laura Enever, who started with just a half-point ride.
Yeah, traditionally when you see a surfer on their heels, Kaipo, it's pretty hard to come out of that. It's pretty hard to transition your weight forward and get those toes back in. So unfortunate there for Tatiana. She was on her way to a good score to kick things off.
Here we go. Laura Enever from North Narrabeen in Australia. Banks it there. And she ejects just to get out of the way with no more scoring potential. So she'll make her way back out into the lineup. We can see Tatiana Weston-Webb proning in to catch the jet ski for the jet ski assist around. And it looks like Laura is going to choose for the paddle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the paddle back out, Kaipo. It's these little right-handers. There's some sneaky little inside ones, as we see Laura bangs it off the white water there. Bit of a seesaw battle, backside versus that front side, and we see Tatiana Weston-Webb having a look at this one.
Here we go. Weston-Webb on the backhand. Nice little carve, gets through that breathing backwash. Wants to get more vertical on turn number 2 and does so. Looks for more open face. Can she find it? Yes, on the green wall. Weston-Webb with another nice little snap. Returns. Score that for Tatiana Weston-Webb as she makes her way in for the jet ski.
Yeah, great surfing there from Tatiana, and even more so because it was underneath the priority of Laura Enever. It really hurts your opponent when you can do that kind of stuff. You know, you're sitting out the back with priority, you decide to let a wave go, and your opponent locks in a good score on it. It's really does dent your confidence, that's for sure. Let's have a look at Tati on her backhand. Nice little snap there, just dealing with that lump and bump, dealing with that backwash, which is a difficult thing to do. Beautiful turn right there, critical stuff from Tatiana. And then brings it through the inside with just one more turn. So really milked that wave for everything that had, and it is going to be a good score for her. It's going to put her in the lead, that's for sure.
That is for sure. By how much, we don't know yet, as the judges are digesting that last wave, and now they just spit out the score. A 5.33 for Tatiana Weston-Webb, so she does take the lead as she makes her way back out into the lineup.
And I just want to do my thing. I know he's gonna make big turns and he's gonna get good scores. And my team, I just want to go there, surfing good, surf for me, and try to make big turns.
Well, you made a few. Congratulations on pushing through to round 3. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Holds the record for
wins.
Holds the record.
Took one off me in '89. I'll forgive him for that.
I think that was a mixed review pause. A lot of people thought you won. All right, here we go. Tatiana Weston-Webb, unfortunately, starts with that carve, but just couldn't get back into the wave to take advantage of it, that double up section on the inside. So she's going to go back out and start fishing for more scores. Jeep leaderboard, women's rankings, as we said, 12th right now standing after 3 events. Tatiana Weston-Webb, 16th for Laura Enever. This lady right here with a nice cutback into the whitewater and snaps a layback and can't hang on to that closing maneuver. So again, evenly matched.
Wow, very evenly matched.
Scratch it in, Tati. Carves off the bottom, carves off the top. Looks for more, has to negotiate some backwash. And that's all the wave's gonna give her as she prones through.
Tricky wave to ride that one, but not one nice snap. And Tatiana really is only looking to replace a 1.5, so she's done that. She's going to increase her scoreline over Laura Enever. Let's have a look at this turn here. Nice drawn out bottom turn, holding that rail and then just unleashes. So beautiful turn, bottom turn into that maneuver for Tatiana Weston-Webb. And that wave, you can see it just refusing to be ridden.
Scenes from the beautiful beach town of Saquarema, Brazil, here at the Oi Rio Women's Pro, presented by Corona, and Laura Enever's up and riding with a big snap to start off her account. Wants to bounce through and get on the inside here for the double up and is unable to do so. Tatiana Weston-Webb now choosing to go left. off the bottom, snaps it off the top. Weston-Webb looks for the foam climb, hucks the fins. Can she hang on? She's desperately trying to ride in front of the whitewater, but unable to do so.
She's going to better her 2.5. Let's have a look at Tatiana's first. This first turn is where all the points are going to come from. Kaipo, bang, right in the corner. Beautiful timing right there. And then just doesn't get enough resistance from that whitewater. I think she was expecting that wave to really give her a bit more resistance, and didn't quite happen. Laura Enever's first turn as well. Big snap right there, letting those fins slide. And then that backwash playing havoc again. So both young ladies not finishing their wave off. So at the moment, Tatiana Weston-Webb with a 5.33 and a 4. Laura Enever with a 2.5 and a 3. So not much separating them really. Laura needing a 6.33. Tatiana up and riding.
Tati, beautiful carve on the backhand, gets back up the lip line.
Nice.
Glide right there, smooth, and pulls it off. Likely to improve upon her low of a 4-point ride.
Scores dropping for those last exchange of rides though. This is the replay from that last wave that you saw. Beautiful opening maneuver, and then right here, up and over the top with that free fall drop, finishing nicely. The wave before for Tatiana, that left-hander with a snap, a 5.13, and a 5.0 for Laura. So these young ladies very tight at the moment.
We saw on camera Jesse Mendez rooting on his girlfriend, Tatiana Weston-Webb. Jesse Mendez currently leading the qualifying series. #1 right now, and he's hoping to make his way full-time on the championship tour. Just like you said, Potts, here we go Laura Enever. She's going to take advantage of the lefts. And the North Narrabeen trained regular foot just really lit it up right there.
Well, I just thought she looked way more confident going on her backhand, so it sort of surprises me that, you know, you should use that. Use your weapon of choice. Use that that thing that you feel, you know, more confident with. And Laura Enever there with that left-hander is definitely going to go into her top 2. Her second highest score is a 3. Beautiful drawn-out bottom turn. Nice turn in the pocket. And then finishes off nicely, which the judges want to see. A tricky end of the wave, though. But Laura just making sure she finished that one off. Great surfing from her. She's going to need a big score, 6.33. Why? Because Tatiana dropped a nice score on her last wave as well.
Exactly. You can see in the graphic that last wave for Tatiana Weston-Webb, a 6-point ride. We're on standby for last of blue, Laura Enever. Her requirement, a 6.33 or better. 23% of you put Tatiana Weston-Webb on your team. 9% of you put Laura Enever on your team. As we see Tati dropping in, right-hander. Slow carve off the bottom and no wall, so Tati kicks out.
Laura Enever running out of time, 40 seconds to go. And the drone footage looking back at the beach. That's the surfers' bird's eye view. Set coming through. Laura Enever paddling. This is it. Can she get the score? Kaipo, here she goes.
Here we go. Left-hander looking good. That's a nice start with a snap off the top. Needs to get around this whitewater section. She does so with another carve. Wave lining up on the inside and just bogs a rail.
Oh my gosh.
Anticipating a finish there.
You know what though?
Might have still got it.
I think she might have still got it.
Those are 2 quality turns.
2 quality turns. Her best wave, I'm calling, just due to the fact of those turns. And had she finished that off, we were looking at a 7+ score, but only needing a 5.91. Now, go back earlier today and we talked to Richie Porter, the head judge, about that exact scenario. They're going to still score the surfing done on the wave. Bang, beautiful turn. And then draws off the bottom, double pump, carves back into the power source, and then just sinks the rail. Oh my goodness, that was definitely going to be the score. But it still might be. I mean, did she do enough on that wave? We're waiting the scores from the judges. Right there, just sinking the rail just a little bit too much. Going for it, as she always does.
So Laura's going to need to be close to that performance on that 6 if she wants that 5.91.
Well, watch this first turn. Bang! I think way more critical. And then again, another one, just getting herself back into the power source. And then unfortunate right there, just leaning over a little bit too much.
There would have been no question.
No question.
If she rode out and got even just another little snap there.
Yeah. So
scores dropping.
She left a little bit of grey area, but as we said, the judges were still going to score the work done.
6.6. Laura Enever turns the heat, and she's going to advance to round number 3. Tatiana Weston-Webb out of competition.
Talk about last-minute heroics. Talk about leaving it to the last wave. Talk about pressure. Talk about handling that pressure and coming out with the goods. So Laura Enever lives to fight another day and moves herself through the dreaded round 2 into round 3.